Yeah, you gotta keep secrets in life.
No, I'm saying don't keep the secrets. Jesus Christ.
You better keep fucking secrets in life. You know what I mean? Like.
Sup, Dex fandom? I can't do it. Okay. Sup, Dex fandom? Welcome to another episode of Final Cut, your ultimate hub for all things Dexter and the official after show for Dexter Original Sin. I'm your host, Jamie Chung, here to dissect every chilling twist, turn from this week's episode. Let's dig into the darkness together, shall we? Today we welcome back the one and only Desmond Harrington. Ow, ow! Detective Quinn, thank you so much for being here on Final Cut.
Thank you for having me.
I mean, I can't believe it. Can you believe that it's been 16 years and we're still talking about this show?
No.
Did you ever think when you joined
Crazy.
it was going to be highly successful and it's just going to continue on?
I knew this is a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah.
You know, when the show started to win awards, I was like, you can't do anything but enjoy this. Like, you're a part of something that's very special to whoever it was that watched the show. It made them happy for an hour on a Sunday night.
Sickos.
And
all of you.
Yeah.
Do you have any moments being on the set of Dexter that really stick out to you?
There was just really funny scenes, like
Yeah.
smoking weed with David Zayas was hilarious.
Yeah.
There is a title role. I don't know how to put this in a genteel fashion, but I'm having sex behind a girl.
Okay.
Doggy style. Yeah, we call it, can I say that?
Yeah, we know doggy
I'm having
style.
sex doggy style, and I'm literally looking at the time.
I'm sorry, can we talk about your fake tan?
So up until season 5, they were like, yeah, you know, you're gonna be doing love interest. And I come back, and I think in the first episode, a sex scene, it's like an emotional thing where like we're in Rita's house. She like throws me on the ground. It's like this whole thing. So I said to makeup, I was like, listen, put a hard tan line on my lower back and on my thighs. So the camera's down here, so you just see this set of really white Irish ass cheeks come into frame. For me, I literally told them, I was like, go extra with this like really hard tan line, like he was rocking a Speedo.
What did you love most about portraying Quinn?
So we have this idea of who he is, that he's this tough-ass narcotics cop. He's got corroborative informants. He's stealing money. He's what we would say is a dirty cop.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden we cut to like, he's almost got Dexter.
Yeah.
Then he's like, I love Deb. Fuck Dexter.
Yeah. Do you feel like your character always knew the identity of Dexter, but you just let it go?
What I did was I would have my own thoughts
Yeah.
about it, but the name of the show is Dexter.
Yeah, of course.
So you're there to serve that storyline. And for me, it was always like, I would follow the writers, and wherever they decided to take the character, I went with. So if they had me in a strip club one season and I'm doing all that shit, I'm doing that. Like if I'm in love with Deb, I'm in love with Deb.
Yeah.
And if I did know, I'm not, I don't even know if I want to say that I think I might not.
Bummer.
The beauty of my character is it's an easy thing to write him off as stupid, but like he was not.
Yeah. So we got to watch an episode together of the new series.
Yes.
What are your thoughts? Did it kind of bring you back?
Yes. I loved Molly's portrayal
Yeah.
of Deb. She didn't do an imitation of
No.
Jennifer Carpenter, but I was like, oh, that's her.
Yeah.
When that's the person that I eventually like fell in love with.
It's a huge compliment.
Yeah, and she did a great job at that. And like, it made me go like, oh, I wish I knew that Deb.
She did a really great job.
She was, yeah.
And just like to capture that loneliness and like in all the other episodes leading up to it, it's like you understand why she's so lonely and how she just wants to fit in and she wants the love and acceptance from her brother and her father, you know.
Kind of created this like tough personality for her.
Yeah.
And then Patty was fantastic.
Yeah. What'd you think about some of the mannerisms?
Yeah, that was the thing. Like Michael is a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Surprise to everybody, me and Michael C. Hall are good in real life.
Yeah.
We don't hate each other. And there were things that he did that I was like, fuck, that is Michael.
We're about to dive into all the juicy details of this week's episode, but before we do, I have a little game that I'd like to play.
Yeah.
We usually play this with our original Sin cast members, but I want the inside scoop on the OGs. It's called Dexter's Decisive Distinctions, and it's a quick fire way to get the scoop over the 6 seasons you played Quinn.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna throw out some superlatives, and you're gonna tell me the first co-star that comes to mind. No second guessing, just your gut reaction. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, it's gonna be uncomfortable, guy.
All right. Class clown on set.
Me.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Were you always fucking around on set?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I like a happy day, but
Yeah.
it could have been someone else. But yeah, I'd say it was me.
Best secret karaoke voice.
I mean, clearly Michael.
Most likely to steal the spotlight in a group photo.
Yeah, maybe it
Yeah,
was me.
you're
I
throwing
feel like
yourself
I
under the bus.
amped people up
Fastest line memorizer.
Michael C. Hall would remember the lines.
The fastest line memorizer?
Yes, beyond.
Really?
Absolutely.
That's a skill.
It's like Pavlov's dog sort of thing. I don't know why, but I have to highlight and write the line. And then,
Yeah.
then after that, I go, okay, what's the
feelings,
story
the
behind?
breakdown.
Like, am I telling somebody I'm breaking up with them?
Yeah.
Like, what's
Yeah.
the objective?
So let's get into the episode, shall we?
Yeah.
Episode 8 is called Business and Pleasure. And things are really ramping up. We left the bombshell twist, Spencer being played by Patrick Dempsey. We realize he's the one that kidnapped his own son.
Are we not talking about the one I was on anymore?
No.
I'm gonna leave. I'm good here.
Yeah. You know, he kidnapped his own kid, and then Dexter tries to tell Harry, but Harry doesn't believe him.
I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I think Captain Spencer killed Jimmy Powell and kidnapped Nikki.
You're right. That is crazy.
What do you think of Christian as Harry Morgan?
Christian Slater's Christian Slater. He's
Yeah.
fucking phenomenal. Christian Slater was fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know, like Christian just feels like he's wound.
It's like wound up like it feels like
It's
a
like
father,
tight.
right?
Like James Remar, he's actually a complete gentleman.
Yes, he
But if you
is.
don't speak to him, he feels like he might whip your ass.
Yeah.
So there's that aspect of Christian where he just feels it's good. It's coiled. Coiled energy.
That's a good one.
And intelligent.
Very stressed out.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Deb is out with Gio, and the entire time I'm like, I don't know what Gio does, and you called it immediately. You're like, he's selling drugs.
You don't want to do that.
Fuck. You scared me.
I told you to forget what you saw.
Yeah, but
I brought you here because I thought you'd be a good girl.
He's got this fancy apartment.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go out on a boat, which is like, they would drop the bales
Yeah.
in the ocean, and dudes would go on, like back then they would go on cigarette boats to get the bales of cocaine and bring them in. So I was like, this guy's a drug dealer. And then we didn't know, and then all of a sudden Deb goes in, and I said to you,
Yeah.
I was like,
Don't
I was
look
like,
at
is that a
that.
body?
Yeah.
I was like, body or blow? And
blow.
it was like, yeah, it was cocaine.
You called it. We get a surprise appearance from another season 3 character on this episode. Laguarta leaves Miguel Prado's home, who later is played by Jimmy Smits. This definitely confirms the fact that they did have a romantic relationship, because in the original series,
Can you
it was like-
blame her?
No.
Jimmy Smits
He's
is the
hot.
man, dude. When I worked with
Yeah.
him, he was smooth,
He's got some Angel Batista
and he's
swag.
tall as hell.
Okay, what's it like seeing Laguarta interact with this very much alive Harry?
I just get lost in it, and I'm like, this is a good fucking show.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking like, oh yeah, like this
This
is like
nostalgia,
the one.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Enjoying the show.
Yeah.
So in another giant twist, we find out that the killer that Laguarta and Harry are chasing down is in fact Brian Moser, the ice truck killer.
B. Moser. You know, a cup of that coffee does sound kind of good.
The shitty one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get it for us. But, you're buying dinner.
Got it.
By the way, can we just all acknowledge the fact that I was right? That I knew it was the ice truck killer. You see the ice truck.
Yes.
Is that not the nail on the head?
The foreshadow.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it could have just been a nice truck.
I'm smart. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the validation. And then you find out that Harry is now trying to hide the fact that Dexter has a brother, which started this whole series in the first place.
Yeah,
Which is
it's
insane.
crazy.
The secrets is what really breaks apart a family.
Yeah,
I'm relating to this family trauma right now.
you don't let your kid kill people.
You don't
Well,
let
it's
your
not
kid-
really his
well,
kid.
not even so much that.
Well, yeah.
It's just keeping the secrets.
Yeah, you gotta keep secrets in life.
No, I'm saying don't keep the secrets. Jesus Christ.
You better keep fucking secrets in life. You know what I mean? Like, seriously.
I love this. So,
Yeah.
we're gonna play a new game, and it's called Blood Slide Roulette.
Yeah.
Right here, I have a box of blood slides. I'm sure it looks familiar.
Okay.
And each one's got a random question on it.
Oh boy.
Some are fun, some are serious, and some a little bit twisted.
Okay.
Would you do me the honors and pick a number from 1 to 50, please?
48.
If you could instantly become an expert in any skill, what would it be?
A quant, a mathematical genius,
Yeah.
and I would make fuck you money.
Yeah.
And
I
we
don't know
we would never talk again.
Okay.
I'm
Mathematics.
joking.
Number 6. What is the most 90s thing you ever wore? Was it a flannel shirt that you wrapped around your waist?
The most 90s thing I wore, okay, so if you really want to get into like
Yeah.
some crazy, and this is like people who really remember that time, oh, it was the douchebag hat. The game hats that had the circle, they were college basketball or college athletic hats.
By the way, if we had those hats right now, they would be worth so
They were
much
like
money.
this,
Yeah.
and that was a certain brand of like 90s craze.
By the way, all this shit's back, so there's really no wrong answer.
Yeah, those didn't come back.
But back to the episode. So Dexter then rescues Deb.
Wait, how did you find me?
I went to Gio's apartment, and his fiance told me.
Fiance? Of fucking course, that piece of shit.
You were like, I know that beach. And I thought it was Miami.
We shot a lot, when I was on the show
Yeah.
in Long Beach, California.
It was the marina.
Yeah, it's the marina.
Yeah.
And I believe that marina, that was Batista's restaurant. I
Yeah.
saw the water, I was immediately
That
like,
looks
oh,
familiar.
we shot there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this whole time I thought you guys filmed your seasons in Miami.
DPs did a great job.
I was so fucking stupid. It's like he was some other person and I didn't even know. I'm such a loser. Fuck liars!
Shit, I could have pawned that. Too late to get it back?
Once it's in the ocean, it's gone forever.
Then you see the sparkle in Dexter's eye. He starts to get the idea.
He realizes it's gone forever if it's in the ocean. It's gone forever, but you gotta cut their lungs or something, right? Sorry, we went really dark.
I know.
I'm like, yeah, if you don't cut somebody's lungs, they're gonna float to
There
the
you
surface.
go.
You got a body on your hands.
Now you're thinking like a detective, though.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a detective. We all watch documentaries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We'll call them documentaries. It was a fucking touching scene, seeing Deb. She comes home, her brother has to then leave, and now she's sitting at the kitchen table in her mom's seat and just crying her eyes out. Like, I saw you had a visceral reaction to that. Your heart went out to her.
Molly Brown, I love you. You break my heart. Everybody's gonna watch the show, or any of the cast members, if you have them, they're all gonna, maybe they'll relate to themselves. I don't have me to relate to in this thing, but I have Deb's character, and I obviously was incredibly invested in that character. So yeah, I was definitely like, wow, this girl is good.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I love seeing that.
But the sins of the mother.
That terrible flashback with the chainsaw. Dexter was watching the whole thing, and therefore he is the man that he is today. The fear of knowing that you're gonna die is more terrifying than dying, I think.
The 70s were wild. That's all I gotta say. That's a flashback and a flashback. But like seriously, like you had serial killers like, fuck it, we're murdering everything moving, like, you know what I mean? Like then the 80s came along and it was like, oh fuck.
Speaking of serial killers,
Yeah.
we have 2 episodes left. Do you have any predictions on what's gonna happen? I mean, obviously, Patrick Dempsey is gonna get caught.
Patrick Dempsey's phenomenal.
He needs to die.
Yeah,
he's a bad man.
Yeah, you gotta go.
So now, with Resurrection on the horizon,
Yeah.
can we expect Quinn to make an appearance?
I will not say a fucking word.
Jesus Christ.
I'm joking.
No, but really?
No, I would never tell anybody if I was.
So you are?
I'm not gonna say a word. That's how it was. It's like you
He's
don't.
good. Oh, look at that smirk.
I don't know.
I know how to read people. Thanks for tuning into Dexter Final Cut. A huge thank you to our wonderful guest, Desmond Harrington. Thank you very much. such a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you for having me. You're lovely to speak to.
Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to the Dexter YouTube channel, drop a comment, and jump into the Dexter community. We love hearing all of your theories and questions. Stream new episodes of Dexter Original Sin next Friday, only on Paramount Plus with Showtime. And then swing on by to the Dexter YouTube channel the day after for our official breakdown. I'm Jamie Chung, and until then, tread lightly. Don't go yet. We're gonna get a sneak peek of next week's episode.
Why don't you bring your sister to work?
Considering the family business,
Nah, that's a male Morgan thing.
could always use more kick-ass women around here.
Why do you think the cartel has targeted children?
They're evil animals.
Couldn't agree more.
Look, we found Nikki's jersey. Next, we're gonna find Nikki.
Every day we leave evidence of ourselves behind. Who we are, where we've been.
Dexter Original Sin. New series now streaming on the Paramount Plus with Showtime plan.